Hey guys, hey, thanks again for all the views that everybody's been checking out my videos. Sorry I haven't been here in a couple of days, but we'll get back in the swing of things. Today I'm going to make you a French toast casserole. I'm going to take your basic French toast and make it even simpler and faster for when you got a large family and all that. So our ingredients today are, we have French bread. Day old is good. If not, use fresh. Whatever type of bread you have there, use it up. We have a little bit of salt, of course. We got some maple syrup, some vanilla, a little bit of sugar, and butter, just like you would a French toast batter. What we're going to do is we're going to take the eggs. For about half a loaf of bread, for the French bread, we're going to do about 6 eggs. And we're going to scramble them up just like we would a French toast. The only thing is we're going to make this so much simpler. We're not going to stand over the stove and flip 2 or 3 at a time or anything like that. We're going to make it almost like a bread pudding it's going to be today. And you'll see, it's absolutely delicious. This was my mother. She's a little creative, like I said. Now, I got the eggs here, and she came up with this. She's always got some neat ideas, too, like my nephew that you met the other day. We took 6 eggs, we scrambled them up. I'm just going to take just maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Just a little tiny bit, just like I said before. When you're baking or making things, it brings it out a little bit sweeter. We're going to take about a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to put some vanilla in there. Like I said, just about a teaspoon. And then maple syrup, we're going to use probably about a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup. It's going to be our sugar and everything. So we're going to go ahead and just put that in there, and I'll let you know if that's good from there. Yeah, so I'd say about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of your maple syrup. Right there. About a half a cup of milk. And then I'm also going to add just a little bit of sugar. Just keep it there. Probably, I'd say just about a half a cup of sugar. Just because, like I said, it's going to be like a bread pudding. Even though the maple syrup sweetens it up, we like it a little sweet. So I'd say 1/4 cup to a half a cup of regular sugar. And we're going to put that right in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mix it up. You guys can use your variations if you want to. After we add the bread and everything, I'll show you here. Okay, now that that's nice and mixed up, it's just like your basic French toast batter. You could add eggs, you could add anything you wanted. I'm sorry, raisins, anything you'd like to that you add to your French toast. Here's our French bread. I've already broken some up, but you just take it, break it in small pieces. You can cube it with a knife, you can do it however you like. I just break it up like this. And then small pieces, that way it all soaks in good. Because there's nothing better than French toast when it gets all that nice gooiness. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take that bread that we broke up, and this is only about half of a loaf of French bread. You could go bigger, double the recipe a little bit, and make it for according to your family. Now what I want to do is I want to make this bread nice and wet from this, because we're going to put it in the oven and we're going to dry it up. Just the same basic principle as French toast. And for those of you who like bread pudding or anything, or all that, if you didn't know how to make it, well, we're actually making a bread pudding now. But we're making French toast style bread pudding. So this is perfect for breakfast time. I mean, you could do it after dinner, however you like it. It's not bad. But you see, I got the liquid there, and I want the liquid there because I want it to cook in, I want it to dry up, I want it to coat the bread. And I'm not worried about it soaking in the bread or anything. I'm just going to mix it around until the bread's nice and wet. Because as it sits in the pan and as it starts baking, it's going to bake all inside. It's going to be good. But you notice the way all that moisture is just soaking up in the bread. It already smells wonderful. I smell the maple syrup. I smell the vanilla, right, Christian? It's actually good. Oh, yeah, and Tommy, the normal cameraman, still on vacation. He'll be back soon. He did Bike Fest in Daytona. So now I'm just going to take either a round pan, a rectangle pan, whatever you got at home, butter it up a little bit. Real butter, guys. Again, this is French toast now we're talking about. So we're just going to take this and we're going to go ahead and we're going to pour it right in this bowl. And we're going to mix it all around here. And then, now, when you when you cook your French toast, you always cook it with butter or margarine. And me, I'm a firm believer, the butter thing. So when you do your French toast, you always cook it in that. So since we're not pan frying this, I'm going to go ahead and take some butter, which I took probably about a half of a stick of butter. And I'm going to pour it on the top because you want that buttery flavor, and it'll help brown it on top and just make it nice. So I think I overjudged it. Probably, well, no, I did good. Probably about a half a stick for the half a loaf amount. Just pour it right on the top. It's going to bake right in, and that way you'll get that good buttery flavor, and it'll help brown the top and make it golden and all that. And now we're just going to put it in the oven, 350 for about 25 minutes, and we'll show you when it's done here in just a second. Alright, we're about halfway through now. It's been in there about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. And you'll see the way it fluffs up. You just smell all that, the maple syrup and the butter. Christian, tell me that doesn't smell wonderful. The maple syrup and the butter, you just smell it's all coming together, starting to brown now. Like I said, it just takes about 20 minutes in the oven. But we want it to get a nice golden crust. We want to make sure all the egg and everything is cooked inside. Tell me this isn't an easy way to feed a bunch of people French toast in the morning without standing over the stove, huh? And it's just as delicious, if not better. Okay, we're on the 20-minute mark, just about there. And I do believe our casserole, look how beautiful. It's got a nice firm touch, so it's not mushy, so that means the casserole is cooked and done. It's nice and brown on the top, golden brown. So we're going to go ahead and take this out because it is ready to go. And look at how gorgeous that is, even to serve. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And so simple. I'm going to let it rest just a couple of minutes, not long at all, because I want to serve it piping hot. But I'm going to let it rest just a couple of seconds, and then we'll cut it right up for you. Okay, so now we're just, like I said, you could bake this in any pan. I just happen to have the round glass pan. I do like glass. I'm partial to that. But I had the round glass pan, so I use this. But any kind of square pan, and look at how everything is nice and cooked inside. All the bread soaked up, all the French toast, and it's a wonderful thing. It's fast, it's easy. You don't have to slave over the stove. You can spend more time with your guests. And I'm just going to take that, and remember, you can do anything with it. Put raisins, put powdered sugar, whatever you like on French toast. But I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of that powdered sugar right on there. And then I'm going to drizzle. Now remember, we have maple syrup inside, so you don't want too much. So I'm just going to drizzle just for looks, guys, mainly. Maybe a little bit of flavoring to it. Drizzle a little bit of maple syrup. And then while that was cooking in the oven, I went ahead and browned up a couple of brown and served sausage, something simple. Just on the side there. I'm a fan of the savory sweet, the salty sweet. And here we have it. We didn't bust butts today. We didn't do anything. We have French toast. It was simple. I could spend time with my guests today, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. And I will be back, guys. I will get another video out tomorrow morning. We'll get one made up. I have some great ideas coming, and some of my dishes like this that are fast, simple, and easy. So again, thanks for all your views. Thanks for everything, and we'll see you tomorrow.